Welcome everyone to the presentation. I'll be taking you forward from now. What is mind? Nirmal talked a little about how thoughts determine our attitude and how attitude transforms into actions and then actions lead to success. But from where do we get the thoughts? We get the thoughts from our mind. We get inputs. And there are certain areas from where we get the inputs of the mind which transforms them into our thoughts. The inputs of the mind are gathered from the 5 senses that we have. Since our childhood, we have been learning about the 5 senses and we know much better about it. I don't have to explain a lot. So it's the visual presentation of the 5 senses that we have. And what these 5 senses help us to do is when we associate ourselves to an environment, we gather information from them. We use all the 5 senses to gather the information. Then we process them to be thoughts. And these thoughts determine our attitude. As I said earlier, the attitude determines what actions we are going to take. And finally, the actions, if they comply with the laws of nature, we get successful. So this is how we see mind creates thought. Thought determines our attitude. From attitude, we develop action, and action leads us to success. I want to make it more clear by showing this small slide. This is about Mr. Winner. Who is Mr. Winner? Mr. Winner is a person who has positive mental attitude. This is not what he looks like, but this is just a presentation for mind. This is our mind. When a positive mental attitude person wakes up in the morning, his mind, he's just refreshed. He had a good night's sleep. When he looks out of the window, he sees the sun. He exclaims, how good the sun is today. The day is going to be very good. From here, he gets the thought that today he will do something good. Do something good for people with whom he gets in contact with. From this thought, he develops the attitude of helping someone today. Maybe his family member, his colleagues, his peers at work, or his friends. From this attitude, he does things that help someone. When he goes to work, he sees someone really trying hard to work on a file or some project. He takes the step forward, help him. From this action, he gets success. Success here is not the material wealth he gets, but success is what he decided, the thoughts he had in the morning to help someone. And when he really helps someone, he achieves his success. This is what he looks like with his hands like this. This is a successful person. He is what we call a winner. But who is a loser then? If there is a winner, there is a loser too. And a loser looks like this. This is the real presentation of a loser. He has his hands on his head and he's just sitting. Why? Because he decided to be like this. It was his thoughts that transformed into his attitude, and then the actions he performed which did not comply with the laws of nature, and then he could not succeed. This person gets up in the morning, looks outside the window and says, oh, it's so sunny. How am I going to get out? He takes a cup of coffee, sips one sip of it, and then, oh, the coffee is not good. Looks at the newspaper, sees everywhere layoffs are going on. Companies are downsizing. From here, he gets the thought that he might also get thrown off today. Maybe he will be laid off. The attitude he builds is a negative attitude from here. Everything he sees, he cannot. As permits it, cannot. Similarly, he cannot. This transforms into his actions at work. Whatever he does not comply with what the company standards are. And finally, the management decides to throw him off. So what he gets, he succeeded because he had a negative thought and he succeeded in that manner. But that is not a very good thing. We all want to achieve positive success, not negative success. Till now, we have been talking about success, and the ladders of success. This was all the foreplay of this presentation. Now the real part will come. How can we achieve success? We know mind connects to thought, attitude, action, and success. Now I'd like to call Kishore, and he will present us how we can achieve success.